Time now for the Pig and the Hen. Pig and the Hen show. Pig and the Hen show. Yeah, I don't think it would actually fit with what Ole Gunnar's trying to do. Maybe from a play style point of view, but not from a get the mercenaries out the door point of view. We've got too many of those lingering as it is. Still got Sanchez here.
Well, this what I was just thinking
What's going to
about
happen with Sanchez this season? Is he even going to play? Yeah.
I'd ask you, mate. You should know.
I do know. He's entering Bruno Mars lookalike competitions and finishing in the podium usually. He's walking the dogs on the beach and he's not really... I don't know. I don't really know what he's doing. He doesn't look to be too involved with this United squad at the moment. He wasn't involved in pre-season at all. I've got a feeling that maybe situation is not the best with himself and Ole Gunnar at the club, and there was a lot of talk, a lot of movement, a lot of conversations about him leaving the club in the summer transfer window, which didn't materialise. I know he could still leave. There's talk of him maybe going to Roma on a season-long loan and then forking up maybe half of his wages or something like that just for us to get that £500,000 a week off the books and to get him out of the dressing room, because you don't want that sort of a negative influence in the dressing room, because if he's not playing well, if he's not playing, that's all he's really going to be. He's going to be a 500k a week nightmare for the rest of the team in terms of confidence. Nobody wants that hanging around. Nobody wants somebody there paid way more than them who's not even playing and not looking good whatsoever. But look, there's another argument to this, and that is if Sanchez stays, he's a quality player in the past, man. Even for Chile recently, he's looked good. Like, why couldn't he just be good for United in this new look side? I know the problem with him is it seems to be a motivation thing. It just seems like maybe he's not as arsed as he used to be. Because when he came into United, he's made all that money. He's never getting a bigger contract. This is it. The team's sort of struggling. Can he really be arsed? What about if he just does the bare minimum? That's the sort of feeling I get from Alexis Sanchez. But maybe he can prove me wrong. Maybe he can show a bit of bottle, a bit of guile like Pogba did the other day against Chelsea. And Pogba has recently. He's kept his head down. We don't know what's going on with him. But, yeah, I mean, I think Sanchez... If we could get Sanchez performing to anywhere near his actual abilities, he's a quality player, man. It's almost like having a new signing if he came to the side. But the fact is, from what happened last year and what's been going on, and United negotiating with other teams to try and get rid of him and that sort of thing, I don't think he's really going to play. So United should just get rid of the lad, man. What do you think? What do you think is in this future for Sanchez? Because I don't see him really getting into this United side now. He just upset the balance a bit much.
I just don't. I've never seen enough drive from the guy. That's what it comes down to. I feel like he is the. If you look up in some kind of football dictionary, you went into the section of player that's happy just to sit and take his wages, then Alexis Sanchez would be the modern day definition of that. That's how I see him, mate. I don't see him striving to be a good player at Manchester United. I never have. It's kind of every time he's come on, even right from the beginning when I've seen Sanchez play for Manchester United. And yes, he scored a goal here and there, and he's had a couple of half-decent performances, but would you not if you were fucking one of the best players of the world at the time, which he was? You know, he's always been, as soon as he got that contract with Manchester United, all he's done when he's played is like, yeah, I'm just going to play. I'm Alexis Sanchez, but he hasn't really given a fuck about it. It's almost like Alexis Sanchez playing for your team down at school or some shit, or fucking, just chipping in like, oh yeah, yeah, you know what I mean. I've got my mate Alexis Sanchez, mate. He's going to get involved this weekend, this Sunday, mate, with the kids and that. Check him out. Yeah, fucking brilliant player. Look at his talent. Look at his skills. But he's not trying there, and he's not actually trying for Manchester United at Old Trafford when you're trying to win stuff. Fucking mug, mate.
Oh, 100%, mate. I love it from the passion from the Spurs fan. It even pisses you off how shite he is for United. I fully agree with you, man. I mean, since he's come in, he's been pretty much useless. And it's really frustrating because you think you're signing one of the best players in the league, because that's what he literally was the season before we signed him for multiple seasons for Arsenal. Great match winner player. Comes in bloody useless. Got his mind on the Bruno Mars competition and his dogs and all that. And he can't be asked to actually go out there and play. I don't really understand how we've seen such a shadow of a man. Alexis Sanchez is a shadow of a man. He's not what he used to be.
He blocked the Fernandes transfer, mate, single-handedly. It was all about to go through, as has been reported by many United channels out there on YouTube. And do you know what? The fault is his, Sanchez's. He said, "There's only one Bruno around, guys. There's only one fucking Bruno." and that has stopped Bruno Fernandes coming to your club, mate. It's a fucking joke.
The same joke. I love it, mate. But yeah, I mean, yeah, fuck Alexis Sanchez, mate. Sorry, I don't like a bit harsh, but he seems like a nice enough bloke. But yeah, he's not making any sort of an impact at United. I'd like to see him gone. Somebody needs to come in for him. We need to get the deal done, because if he sticks around at the club, he's only really going to infect the dressing room. He is a really good player. That's the frustrating thing. It's like having an awesome, it's like having a freaking, like a Magnum handgun, but the trigger is broken on it, and there's a zombie apocalypse happening, and you've got freaking shitload of zombies running at you, okay? And you've got this fucking Magnum handgun that could take a freaking horse's head off, but the bloody trigger's broken, mate. That's what it's like. That is what's going on with Alexis Sanchez. Somebody needs to give that man a bloody trigger.
I mean, I like your analogy, mate. I don't even think it's broken, mate. I don't even think it's broken. It's more like the fucking best Magnum that you've ever bought as a fucking AI mind of its own, which is probably the future of the fucking weapons technology side of things as we see it. And that AI's turned around and said, nah, fuck you. You know what I mean? I'm quite happy in this fucking Star Trek style fucking what's it called? What's the thing in Star Trek where you go into this like alternate reality and it's like the best place you've ever been? What's that thing?
Mate. I don't know, mate.
The holodeck, mate. The holodeck. You know, he's stuck in the fucking holodeck, cunt. That's what it is, mate.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. What did you just say a minute ago, mate? I totally lost my train of thought.
I was saying that he's an AI in the best fucking, state of the art.
Basically, what you're saying is Skynet has gone live, mate. Yeah?
Hand weapon that you've got. No, not quite Skynet. No, he's just a fucking, independent AI in the best fucking handheld fucking.
He's a Terminator, mate. He's sent back from the future, mate. He's sent back from the future to make United look shit. Arsenal in the future, you've got a robot, like a cyborg version of Arsene Wenger.
Like
yeah, Arsene Wenger's
that,
part cyborg. He's like a T500, somewhere in between Arnie, somewhere in between that prick and the second one made of liquid, right? He's in between those two. Arsene Wenger has sent back Alexis Sanchez to sign for Manchester United. Why the fuck do you think they let him go so easily? Because they wanted him to come into United and be that Terminator, which terminates United. Do you know what I mean?
I know, you could almost imagine him fucking crouched there after the light. This is a good night. Where I am, mate, it's a fucking storm brewing.
But guess what, mate? Guess what? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's there. He reaches out the hand. Come with me if you want to live. Do you know what I mean? That is what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's doing right now. He's saving this club. It's time now for the Pig and the Hen. Pig and the Hen Show. Pig and the Hen Show.